Yo everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Steins. We are here with Luca, and we need to somehow convince her to let us turn her back into a guy. Which is a weird thing to say out loud. Anyways, Okabe-san. Lukaku is sweeping in the courtyard. I'm sorry, I left Samad there in my room. No, that's okay. Well, crap. Now that we're face to face, I can't bring myself to tell her the truth. Is something wrong? Well, I recall Lukaku's crying face. She looked very sad when I called her a guy. If possible, I don't want to make her cry again. No, why am I acting so weak? I can't stop here. I swore I'd do anything to save Mayuri. And when Lukaku said he would want it to be a girl, he probably only said it out of curiosity. If I explain everything properly, I doubt she'll refuse to become a guy again. Lukaku. Yes? I grab her by the shoulders and pull her close. Probably don't have to do it this intense. Grab her by the shoulders and pull her close. Lukaku's cheeks instantly turn bright red. Please listen carefully. The truth is, you used to be a guy. Could have been a bit less blunt about it. No reaction. Or so I thought, when tears start welling up in Lukaku's eyes. You're saying that again. Damn it, I made her cry again. But this time, I don't back down. Listen, unless you turn back into a guy, Mayuri will die. I explain everything. About time travel. About the D-mail Lukaku sent. About Mayuri's fate, and how to avoid it. I talk and talk without pausing for breath. Finally, I'm done. You're joking, right? Her voice is trembling. I can't believe any of it. This is more role-playing, right? You're being Kiyoma-san, right? Right? She backs away from me, shaking her head. I don't like that backstory, it hurts. And I think it would hurt Mayuri-chan too. I know you're confused hearing this so suddenly, but it's all true. I've witnessed her death countless times. I'm sorry, I know I'm being selfish, but I'm begging you, to save Mayuri, I need you to become a guy again. Please tell me you're joking, Okabe-san. I can't possibly be a guy. I don't want to be. I've always been a girl, ever since I was born. This is cruel. And why do I have to hear it from you, of all people? I'm so embarrassed. This isn't right. Lukaku covers her face with both hands and sniffs out her sobs. What's to be embarrassed about? I have a harder time thinking of you as a girl anyway. Ow. Lukaku jerks as if someone poked her with a cattle prod. Her crying has stopped. What did I do? That's how you... of me? What? I can't hear you. She lowers her head and looks at me. Then she smiles, a soft, sorrowful smile. So that's how you think of me? Then Lukaku shakes off my hands and runs away. Lukaku, wait! She doesn't even stop when I call her. She disappears into the shrine office. Damn. It turned out just as my mental simulations predicted. A sign leaves the shrine dejected. I need to come up with a plan. When I get back to the lab, I take Quisu out to the bench and explain what happened. Quisu listens with an annoyed expression the whole time. When I finish, she glares at me and says, "You raised a flag." What are you talking about? Don't you get it? You raised a flag, or I guess you would say you tripped over a flag that was already raised. You mean a death flag? What It's a Romos flag, genius. What? A Romos flag? She likes you. Kusu thrusts her finger at me. When her beloved Hoin Kyomo told her she was a guy, it tore her pure maidenly heart into tiny little pieces. In other words, your plan was a massive failure. She shows calm when it's my luck on the line. Love is trouble. There's no formula for calculating people's feelings. Too many unknowns to solve for. She shakes her head like she can't imagine anything worse. Has this girl never been in love? The direct approach was a mistake. It will be even harder to pursue her now. You should think of another way this time, like asking her mother directly. Though I'm sure the Urushibara family already thinks of you as a man who made their daughter cry, so they might have their guard up. Lukako likes me? I don't want to believe it. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but when do you think I first set off the Romance flag? How should I know? I mean, think about it. Lukako was a guy last week. If he already liked me at that point, then... Yeah, but in this world, he was always a girl. Uh-oh. That's just your perspective. From everyone else's perspective, she's always a girl. It makes perfect sense. Think in terms of the current world line. Right, it makes perfect sense. Still... Anyway, there's a bigger problem. While changing Shiba-san's gender to male really bring the IBN 5100 back. Something is different from the previous world line. According to Lukako's father, the IBN 5100 was definitely at the shrine. Suzuha gave it to Ferris's dad. After he died, Ferris donated it to Yanabeishi Shrine. Natsuka's is the same on the world line where I obtained the IBN 5100. So you're gradually approaching the original world line. You know, I've been thinking, you really shouldn't be able to change the world line so easily. What makes you say that? I mean, there are 6 billion people in this world. It doesn't make sense that switching a single person's gender could cause such a huge change in the world line. According to Suzuha, taking different actions after a time leap will only change the divergence by around 0.00001%, if at all. But when I cancelled Ferris's D-mail, there was a 0.05% change. 0.05% is pretty big. What did Amane-san have to say about that? The year 2010 is a major attraction field junction, and the key is whether or not I attain the IBN 5100. Maybe the divergence meter actually measures your distance to the IBN 5100. In any case, what you're saying is that all of the D-mails we have sent had influence on the IBN 5100's location somehow? There were also some D-mails that didn't activate reading Steiner. So just cancel the D-mails that activated Reader Steiner, and the IBN 5100 might come back to you. The remaining D-mails were sent by Lukako and Kiryo Moka. I don't want to see that woman again if I can help it. In any case, I should focus on Lukako right now. So, what should I do about Lukako? Just go out with her. Seriously? If there's nobody you like, then there's no reason not to. Is there? Get closer and help her work through her feelings. Then she'll probably tell you what you need to know. Mayuri dies in 2 days. I don't have time for that touchy-feely stuff. Suddenly, Chris's expression turns grave. Only consider this as a last resort. If you want to hurt Urishibara-san, you could always take the information by force. That is a bit extreme. She'll forget after the world line change, won't she? In that case, I think it's a valid option. But only when compared to Mayuri's death. I hate myself for suggesting this. No, you're right, I need to consider every possible option. But I don't want to do that even if there's any other choice. I'm not saying this for myself. From my perspective, when the world had changed, everything until that point becomes undone. But what about from Lukaku's perspective? What if this world continues after I leave it behind? The Lukaku of this world line will have to live with what I did to her. That possibility exists. Suza said that's not the case, but there's no way to be sure. And since I can't confirm nor deny that possibility, I don't want to use Quisu's last resort. Besides, I have the time leap machine, and as long as I have it, I can repeat these days before Mayuri's death forever. Of course, there's still the danger of a time leap failure. In any case, the first thing I should do is have an honest talk with the girl in question. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sunlight's not too strong yet. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. I was up all night thinking about Lukaku. Ah. She looks angry at us. Oh, Queen. Ah, there you are. Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. She doesn't say tutu. It's rare to see her in such a bad mood. You early? It's still 8. Something happening today? I'm here to scold you, Queen. She gives me a glare that's more cute than frightening. She's never been very good at getting angry. Mayuri, she's very disappointed in you. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. What did I do? Can't fool me, Queen. You made Luka-chan cry, didn't you? How did you know? Aren't they friends? Luka-chan told me. She said you were. She said you said she was a guy. Darn. Those two are close friends. I should have known Lukaku would go to Mayuri first. Why do you say such a mean thing, Ocarine? Mayuri, it doesn't involve you. This is a serious, confidential matter involving the organization. It does too involve me. Lukaku-chan's Mayushi's friend. You don't tell me, it means we're not friends anymore. Okay? I'm gonna quit being a lab man. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. I'm not sure how to deal with this, honestly. Why do you say such a mean thing? I did it to save you. I can't say that. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in just 2 days. Come to think of it, was it a mistake to tell Lukaku about Mayuri's murder? I did make sure to tell Lukaku not to breathe a word of it. You're worried about something, aren't you? She's sharp, even though she never seems to be thinking anything. I could tell. I've been watching you longer than anyone, Okoin. And yesterday, you talked with Chris-chan for a long time, didn't you? Something's wrong. You should talk to Mayushi too, okay? I want to help too, okay? Now let's go apologize to Luka-chan. Will you do that for me? Mayushi will come too, so let's... Ocarine? Come now, Mayu. Me? Worry? Don't be ridiculous. I'm the insane mad scientist Hoin Kiyoma. I have nothing to worry about. All I have is the hunger for chaos. I don't think that worked quite well. I can't help Mayuri. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. Oh, Something important. I have something important to talk to you about. Please come to the shrine when you can. I'll be waiting, please. Something important. I told her everything yesterday, including about Mayuri's death. Perhaps after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story.
Yes.
Alright. I get up from the sofa. Where are you going? Mayuri's not done talking. I'm going to Lukaku's. You're going to apologize and let Mayuri come too? No, that'll just make it harder. I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder. Please, take care of the lab when I'm gone. Mayuri's shoulders drop. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. See you soon. When I reach the shrine, I find Lukaku standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of Miko Grab. She still hasn't noticed me. Lukaku stands still in the silent courtyard. The only movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It's like a scene from a movie. I stop to watch in fascination. Finally, Lukaku turns around. Whoa. Our eyes meet. Okay. I awkwardly clear my throat and walk towards him. Her. Lukaku bows her head. You came. Thank you. We stare at each other in silence. Crap. This is awkward. Yep. I can't stand the silence, so I try to start the conversation. What did you tell Mayuri? Sorry, but Mayuri-chan's the only one I can talk to about this. I mean, how much did you tell her? I kept most of it a secret, especially stuff about her dying. That's a relief. Do you still think I'm joking? Lukaku shakes her head. She believes me? You said you had something important to talk about? Yeah? I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wind up talking like Ferris. I really don't know how to deal with Lukaku now that she's a girl. Lukaku takes a deep breath, as if to prepare herself. Her face is turning red for some reason. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. What's wrong with her? Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell. Yes? I want to ask... Okube-san, what about what you said yesterday? Yes? I believe you. That's great. So she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings. For her to believe me in spite of that makes me pretty happy. But something strange about Lukaku. She still looks wound up pretty tight. In fact, it's gone worse now that she looks on the verge of tears. So, well, in exchange for becoming a guy again, in exchange, she wants something in return? I wasn't expecting this. For today and tomorrow, we can stop before Mayuri-chan is in danger. What is she talking about? My throat goes dry. I'm so tense I don't know why. So, please be my... I couldn't hear you. One more time. Lukaku's voice was even softer than ever. So soft I couldn't hear her from here. Please be my end. No good. I still can't hear her. Speak up. I'll do anything I can. Boy end. What? Please be my boyfriend. What? Boyfriend? It takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Lukaku starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to look me in the eye. My heart is pounding. What's going on? What did she say to me? Boyfriend? Boyfriend. Boyfriend. She wants me to be her boyfriend until tomorrow. What? Why? Ouch. Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. Lukaku curls up even smaller. I like you. Her voice is so... her voice is as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but has all the courage she can master. I feel my heart tighten at these words. Silence. More silence. Wait just a second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden. Exactly. I've known about Lukaku's feelings since yesterday, when Krisu told me about the romance flag. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Lukaku hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent. I feel myself drawn to... No. No. What's wrong? That's just wrong. I am not attracted to Lukaku. Let me think about this. Give me 5 minutes. I turn around and flee like a scared rabbit. I'm so embarrassed I can't look back. 10 minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mayuri's eating a red bean bun. Aquaman, how did it go? Did you apologize to Luka-chan? Yeah. So put the juicy chicken #1 in the microwave and nuke it so that the D-mail basically ABC and... What? What? The microwave was developed by Knights of the Recursion Order and used alchemy, meaning that the sound of the chime is the brainwashing device, while the chime itself actually doesn't have any meaning at all. And this is how Okabe officially loses his mind. The act of taking one thing and transmuting it into another. In fiction, even human bodies and souls can be transmuted. Equivalent exchange is the fundamental law of alchemy. In the Middle Ages, the alchemists attempted to use chemical process to transmute common materials such as lead to precious metals such as gold. Their efforts paved way for modern chemistry. The secret society founded in the 17th century German by Christian Wozniak was supposedly a practitioner of alchemy and black magic. Wow, Aquaman's broken. Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it. I mutter incoherently as I set up the time leap machine. What are you doing? Making a tactical retreat. Retreat? How far did I go? As far as I can. Yeah, that's it. Far, far away from here. I jump all the way back to August 11th, the limit of the time leap machine's range. Oh. That's quite the distance to travel. When I'm done, Chris is standing before me, fiddling with the phone wave named to change his wiring. Stop staring, you distract me. How many times do I have to tell you? She's still working on the time leap machine upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's no one else I can rely on. Genius neuroscientist. I need to talk to you. Make it short. I want you to come with me to Yanabayashi Shrine. Tell me why. If it's a date or something, then I refuse. Hoin Kiroma does not go on dates, much less with his assistant. Ridiculous! She's glaring at me. She's glaring like she's going to kill me. Let's leave the jokes aside for now. So, I need you to explain the differences between the male brain and the female brain. What? I briefly explain my situation and what happened with Lukaku before I leaped. How many times have I explained this to Krisu now? Okabe-san and Masuki-san. Did he come to pray? Not exactly. Actually, we have something to talk to you about, Urishibara-san. This is the strategy I thought up with. Its name is Operation Christina. Lukaku reacts differently to me. I already know she will have a breakdown if I tell her she's a guy, but she's not too familiar with Krisu, and they're both girls, so it should be easier to tell her. That's why I persuaded Krisu to handle it. So I wait behind Krisu and watch silently. What might that be? Lukaku is shy. He was distant. He was distant with me back when we first met. I could see she's made, and I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Krisu too. On the other hand, Krisu is very calm, truly reliable. Krisu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation. And did you know male and female brains are very different? What? Hey! Male brains are right dominant, female brains are left dominant. Yeah? By the way, the right brain handles image processing, spatial processing, and comprehensive judgment. The left brain handles things like language and calculation. The right and left brains are connected by the corpus callosum, which is more developed in females. You know how people say that girls are better at multitasking? That could be explained by the development of the corpus callosum. Callosum? What? What the hell is she talking about? Actually, their theories are kind of vague. They're not really that credible. So if you don't mind, I'd like to do an experiment. An experiment? I want to try mapping your brain patterns to see if they're more female or male. What is mapping? Lukaku is clearly frightened. Brainwave mapping. We just take a sample of your brainwaves. Anyway, you'll understand it if you try it. Okay? Okay. I won't hurt a bit. No thanks. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I promise. I won't hurt a bit. Just come to the lab and we'll... What kind of perverted old man are you? I lightly chop Krisu on the head. What? What do you... What? Don't you want... Wait, don't you want me? What did we come here for? What are we going to do if you scare Lukaku away? I'm just treating her like a valuable test sub. Go back to the lab, you experiment-loving girl. Yeah, okay. So that's the thanks I get for going out of my way to help you. I'm gone. You're on your own now. What? Krisu leaves the shrine with squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself. What was Masuke-san talking about? Well, basically... Do I have to explain it myself after all? You're actually a guy. He's not very good at this, is he? The result is the same, of course. I think this is going to be a good place to end the episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now, everybody.